God, I'm so fucking excited to introduce your headliner for tonight. He's such a delight to watch. You guys all know him and you love him. You're here for a reason because he's such a great guy and a great comic, great joke writer. Please give a big, warm wee Johnny's welcome to the very funny Mr. Troy Toderian!
Wow! Awesome! I'd like to thank Tim for doing a wonderful job hosting. Thank Danielle, Ben, and Chad for doing wonderful jobs, and of course all of you guys for coming. It means a lot to me. Thank you. I have a kid, and I've been married for a long time, so I just like coming places where someone's listening to what I have to say. It's true. This now we can get to the big question that everyone's asking themselves. Why isn't cat food mouse flavored? They make chicken, they make beef. When's the last time you saw a cat take down a cow? Never. Even the chicken, pretty sure it'd be pretty tough. Need several cats working together as a team to acquire said chicken. That should be a joke about that much pussy trying to get onto one cock. But this is serious. Some of those cats are gonna get hurt. Gotta realize, chicken's got peckers. Also not a dick joke. Pretty sure one of those cats are gonna be tweeting a meow too. Maybe. Not sure. Might be a little too much. Some of you are still trying to figure out when that kid from Hanson got so old. Mbop was 20 years ago. So now a few more of you are thinking, did the young cute one do a lot of drugs? Or did that old weird looking one kind of turn out how you expected? Truth is, those kids took care of themselves and they look pretty good today. I look like the MTV behind the music you wanted to see. The version of that story where those kids end up looking like this, some shit happened. Good stuff. I'd like to also point out, I am not a hippie. You know, I don't stink. I wash my hair sometimes, but mostly no, I don't know where you can score some weed. I'm a metalhead, so I know where I can score some weed. It's in my pocket. Not trading a joint for some shitty homemade art. Not happening. No, I'm just a 46-year-old guy who's afraid to cut his hair. What if my wife only likes guys with long hair? That's all I got. You know, I was only attractive for like a couple months in 1990. But see, I was so attractive, when I would get hit on, I would say, "My name is Troy. I don't want to dance." Like 5 times before these drunk dudes would realize I was also a dude and want to fight me. And then I was tricking them. Don't get me started on the drunk women, because that's what I was going to do next anyways. You know, if I had a quarter for every time a drunk woman tried to braid my hair, I could afford the premium smokes. As much as I'd like to buy the premium smokes, I'm not comfortable with your hands on my hair. That's why guys started wearing the man bun, you know, to hide it. But it doesn't work. You know, we still see them hairdressing us with their eyes. You know, yelling out, "Take it off!" You know, the hair elastic. Like, hey, my eyes are down here. Sometimes you gotta give in. Haven't been to a wedding in 10 years without getting a French braid. All the way home, I'm trying to convince myself, braiding ain't cheating, braiding ain't cheating. It's not. Just keep your margarita-soaked fingers out of there. My wife, she loves running her fingers through my long hair. Then she works her way up. Eventually, she touches my head. The carpets match the drapes. That's a lesson in real estate. Location is everything. Up here, pretty wicked. It's my opinion, right? Okay. I started dating my wife in the 80s. I married my high school sweetheart. I was in high school. She was old enough to vote several times. But as you know, we grew up in Thompson. A lot of people there date minors. Most of them work in the mine. I didn't. At this point, I think a lot of people, I get the feeling that a lot of people think that we're just staying together for the kid. You know, it's believable. We have shitty jobs. No one really wants to give up that child tax credit. There's other reasons. Romance. I'm still romantic. Last year, for our anniversary, I surprised my wife by remembering it was our anniversary. Then I drank a whole lot of beer and I passed out. So she didn't have to have sex with me. Top that one. I also remembered her birthday this year. Thank you, Facebook. And at the same time, I have a problem with Facebook. Instead of saying, today is someone's birthday, Facebook should say, hey, tomorrow is someone's birthday. Because when I'm in the bathroom and I'm reading it's someone's birthday, and I hear that person upstairs, gift-giving options are limited. I panicked. I knew I wanted to make it sexy, so I stripped down. Didn't have any rose petals, so I made a trail of baby wipes. Good, things were about to get dirty. They were going to come in handy. And the trail, there I was, shaving cream on my nipples, arrow pointing down. My wife asked if I had kept the gift receipt. We're going to stick it out, I think. There's other reasons. I need to take a sip. Another thing I read on Facebook, that for the average person, sex lasts for 19 minutes. They're taking into account 10 minutes of foreplay and 9 minutes of actual pumping. Not me. When I have sex, sometimes it lasts a whole week. So when I hear, I'm tired, maybe tomorrow, foreplay has begun. Sometime in the next week, there will be penetration. For like 9 minutes. How about that foreplay? I'm at work, happy, high-fiving people. Smell my finger. Smells like hand sanitizer now. That's going to be changing sometime in the next week. Guaranteed. Being together this long, you get the opportunity to try a lot of things. Somebody even gave us this book, 365 Sexual Positions. That's one for every day of the year. What I've learned from this book is some days you don't need to have sex. Like if I have to install a chin-up bar and buy a new ottoman from IKEA to get laid, it's too much work. Though I have to admit I probably have driven to IKEA and helped carry an ottoman to the car in hopes of getting laid, but not part of the position. Even some of the regular sexual positions, there's no need for. There's no need to 69. 69ing is staring at someone's asshole for however long it takes for two people to come while staring at someone's asshole. It's not pretty. Being married is a lot like playing sports. What sport you're playing can change every period without warning, so you're never sure if you have the right equipment or what the rules are. But I'd say early on in a marriage, at the beginning, sex is a lot like playing baseball. You have a game every day. Sometimes you're playing double or triple headers. My point in marriage, sex is like playing football. You have one big game every week. I spend a whole lot of time watching tape and practicing. I think when you get older, it just becomes golf. You know, try to get in the hole with the least amount of strokes possible. It might get worse. Roommates are the worst. You know, having a roommate, it sucks. I remember this one time I was about to get lucky, and my roommate starts yelling out, "Dad! I can't see the TV! Dad! What are you doing to Mom?" Probably time I have the talk with my son, but I don't know where to start. I'm still waiting for my dad to have the talk with me. Up until now, I was just kind of hoping we'd find out when the other kids' dads were having the talk, and we would both sit in. I guess now we're going to have to move on to Plan B. Well, it's actually way too late for Plan B. So we're going to call this one Plan C. That one, the wife and I would get drunk. And do it in front of him. Again. But this time we're going to answer his questions. Didn't get a lot of advice from my dad. He mostly just yelled stuff. You know, don't be stupid. Stop being stupid. Don't do drugs. You can't afford to get more stupid. One time I was watching TV and my dad yelled at me, "You make a better door than a window." I said, "I don't make shit. I buy stuff." You know, I've been known to make bad decisions, but I've never even made my bed. Why would my dad think I'd be better at making a door? Didn't take woodworking in high school. I played the clarinet. Third clarinet. It means I'm not even good at that. I don't own a saw, but I do have a sandbox in my backyard. If I could get my fire pit burning at about 1700 degrees, I think I could make a better window. That was high school science. That's when we check some IDs and make some room for the people back there. Maybe not. Okay. My dad, he molested my little brother. When my brother was 30 years old and still living at home, they had to do something to get him out of the house. It's a horrible, horrible thing to say about my dad. But I did tell him I was going to say that. My dad, he looked at me. And he said, Troy, your brother's 37. Do you think that would really work? Probably easier if you just stopped giving him allowance, I guess. Think about my parents. My parents are bikers. You know, they're not in a gang. They drive Harleys. They wear leather chaps outside the bedroom as well. I can't really say they drive Harleys. It's my dad who drives the bike. My mom, she rides on the back. If you don't know, bikers, they call that the bitch seat. I never understood this. So my mom, she's like my height. My dad, much shorter. Anytime they come to a sudden stop, it's my mom who puts her feet down so they don't tip over. Dad's legs dangling like a kid on the big boy potty for the first time. Not sure who's wearing the patch in the family. That's right. Parents said a lot of stupid things to me. Remember my parents said, you should eat carrots. It's good for your eyesight. I ate a lot of carrots. Still had to get glasses. I think better advice from my parents would have been, Troy, you should smoke crack. So I've lost a lot of baby carrots in my life. But I also had friends who could spot the last piece of crack in a shed rug from 20 feet away. So who's got the better eyesight? Not me. I'm thirsty. I used to have a Coke problem. I was drinking 6, 7 cans a day. It's way too much sugar for anyone. No, I'm not sure when it started even. My parents never bought us soft drinks. They would only buy mix. Didn't care for the taste of booze then. Actually, recently, my dad, he called me a helicopter parent. You know, so I was hovering around, I was overprotective. I said, Dad, I'm not overprotective. I just know at any given moment, it could be up to 2 hours before I'm sober enough to drive my son to a hospital. I need to keep him safe enough for that. It's true. I've never hit my kid. Never. I've swung and I've missed, but I've never hit my kid. The thing is, we took a father and son karate class together, so we know the same 3 moves. No one's getting one by anyone. So, move on. Started skipping. You know, skipping. But now with a rope. That's just how I'm walking now. I love it. When I was a kid, I used to skip all the time, everywhere I went. Stopped skipping when I was a teenager. You know, the one thing I loved more than skipping was not getting beat up. But I've started again, mostly when no one's looking. But I have a kid. You know, I figure it's not weird for a grown man to be skipping if he's with a kid. My son advised me to stop. See, the thing about those karate classes, I was hungover a few times. So chances are he knows those 3 moves better than I do. So once again, I'm going to stop skipping out of fear of getting beat up. So my wife and I, we were in our late 30s when we had our son. We had just bought our first computer. We were going to need someone around to show us how to work it. I'm still confused. I don't know what to do. You know, I only use my computer for one thing. You know, same thing as some of you guys out there. I'm checking to see when the Mötley Crüe reunion is going to happen. Fingers crossed, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen. A lot of people shop online. That's crazy. Shopping online. You know, I don't buy anything that I can't pay for with cash or empties. Yeah, I mostly buy just beer and weed. The thing is, I save enough empty beer cans, I get free beer. No one's given me a gram of weed for 100 slightly used Ziploc bags. I've tried. I've got lots. Don't want them to go to waste. So what I did, I started putting my son's lunch in the slightly used Ziploc bags to go to school. One of his teachers called right away. Gave her my dude's number. Everything is cool. My son's really been enjoying lunch lately. He's just amazed that a ham sandwich could smell just like Dad. My son, he doesn't think I'm cool anymore. I was shocked. See, I thought that doesn't happen until they're teenagers. My son was 9. So I had to quiz him about it. He said he's known I wasn't cool since he was 7. He's been faking it for 2 years. Did not learn that from his mom. I hope. You'd think, because I don't have to smoke in front of my son to look cool anymore, that I would quit smoking. But I really like smoking. Hashtag Black Lungs Matter. So what I did is I just found a less cool way to do it. I started vaping. Doesn't matter how many skulls and jewels you put on that smoking vibrator in your mouth, you don't look cool. You hear those people always saying, it's just vapor. It tastes like strawberries. Smoking is not supposed to taste like strawberries. Smoking is supposed to taste like ass. Interesting, with a hint of something's just not right. I think the reason why I resisted vaping for a long time was because of that time that I used Vicks Vapor Rub as a personal lubrication. That's a lesson you learn. It looks like Vaseline. It has rub in the name. See, I was young, I was new to it, I was doing it a lot. Felt I need a little extra grease on the axle. I call my dick Axel because I'm a natural redhead, and it's so fucking crazy. Also, it gets up around 7, but I don't get out of bed till 9. I don't worry about nothing, no, because I can still get it up on time. Yowza. Okay, tell you a story. I used to work for a non-profit organization. I played bass in a rock band. You want to know how many CDs and t-shirts you need to sell to make a profit? More? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that one. See, a lot of things have changed for me since the 90s. Back then, my band's music was getting played on the radio. We had a video on Much Music, and Nickelback was opening for us. That was really going on. Fast forward to today. I borrowed $15 off my son so I could come here. Nickelback had a better plan. The scary part is, my son said if I don't pay him $20 by next Friday, he's telling Mom. 7 was too young to let a kid watch Goodfellas. I should have known that day that he asked if he could have a puppy. I said, first, you have to show you can take care of the cat. And he shot it. It's not true. He's afraid of guns. He hid behind the cat condo and he strangled it with a wire. All I'm saying is I'm kind of scared. If anyone could buy some CDs, I need $20. Last time I was in Las Vegas, I got on an elevator with Chad Kroeger, singer from Nickelback. Before I got off, I farted. So for 6 more floors, he would know what listening to his music was like. Our music was about the art, not the money. That's what you say when you don't have any money. Nickelback, they worked hard. They perfected the art of writing catchy hard rock for douchebags. And what I learned was taking mushrooms and Valium before an important gig can sometimes affect the outcome. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you for everyone once again. This has been fun. I think that's it.
So sweet. Yeah, I'm glad you wore your best shirt. Only missing 2 of the jewels. That's so fucking awesome. What a great set. Holy shit, that was so funny. Another round of applause for Troy, everyone.